college journey, at some point, obviously I'm pretty sure it was, wasn't easy. You had to, you deal with school and then, the COVID stuff going on and stuff like that. Um, were there times where you was just feel like you wanted to just quit, or were there like a lot of times where you just wanted to quit?
Oh yeah, 100%. I definitely feel like I want to say my junior year of college. That was when I was the most homesick. That's when I was really going through it mentally. I was going through a really bad breakup
Mm.
with someone my junior year, and we were in the same school,
Hmm.
and we were in the
Did you guys
same.
meet at the school?
Yeah, we did. She was a year younger than me. So
Okay.
we did meet at the school, and I was actually president of Latin American Society in
Mm.
my college, and I was president for 2 years, and she was actually like my secretary and my vice president.
Hmm.
And it just became very messy. It was so high schoolish, and it put me in a like downward depression spiral. And
Hmm.
that was the year that I wanted to quit. But that's when I realized, you know what? I gotta do this for my parents. I gotta stick it out,
Mm.
and I know I'll be proud of myself if I just stick it out.
Right, right. Can you say how you guys met? I mean, obviously she's at the school. She works there, or she was one of the counselors that you
Students.
said.
Oh, like my ex-girlfriend.
Hmm. She
Oh
was
yeah,
a student.
she was just a yeah, she was a student. She was a
Oh,
year younger than me. So she was just a student. I was a
how,
terrible girlfriend, I'm not gonna lie. Like I was a terrible
how did you guys first meet, or like how did you guys first meet?
at a party, I want to say. College life. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I want to say.
And was it like just something where the physical attraction was there from the jump?
Yeah, definitely. And we were like more friends with benefits, first, we just fucked around, we made out, we had sex, but then we started like having more of an emotional connection towards each other. And then we wanted to become like officially, girlfriend and girlfriend.
Do you think
And
that was a
she,
mistake? Because sometimes I have a I have a couple of friends of mine, well, lesbian friends as well.
Mhm.
And one thing that they say is that sometimes it's a little bit easier to try to keep it that way, and like that, don't put that staple on it, because
Yeah.
once you have that, once you have that stamp that it's a relationship and we're serious about it, sometimes that's when the trouble starts,
Oh, 100%. And I
do you
think
think?
it's because people
Mhm.
have expectations on the title. I
Right.
think people put so much of emphasis on the title and worthiness and value in a title,
Hmm.
except, and not the bond itself and the connection itself.
Right, exactly. So you guys met, you started messing around. Eventually you became close, obviously, and you decided to have a relationship. um what what in terms of like the friction that you had, what was it mostly about? Was it mostly like insecurities, or what was it mostly about?
Honestly, it was insecurities, it was my commitment issues.
Mm.
And I also realized with her, she was the first person that I actually realized I used sex and love and I confused the two.
Mm.
So I
Can you
would think
explain
that
that?
like so I for me,
Mm.
I would put so much of my self-worth in my sex.
Hmm.
So like how I could perform well,
Mm.
with sex. And I tie my self-worth to that.
Hmm.
So if I feel like I'm lacking in something, I
Hmm.
would overcompensate by having sex with them. So I
Mm.
could basically like prove my worthiness.
Okay,
And I
that's
saw
interesting.
myself
Mhm.
like have sex with her over and over because I thought that
That would
that's how we
compensate
started.
for that would compensate for the lack.
Yes,
Mm. It
and
was
I
lacking. Mm.
exactly. And that's how we started. So I was like, okay, so
Oh,
our
exactly, because
relationship,
that was the bond that you guys had in the first place. That was the sexual
exactly.
attraction and everything. So, in your head, it's like, okay, maybe that's what's gonna keep it going, keep it together.
Hmm.
So I guess that was kind of like a disconnect on
Oh yeah,
that
it was a
part.
huge disconnect, and looking back at it, I definitely was, not connected with myself.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't give myself love at all. I wasn't
Mm.
really nice to myself. And I always looked for other people to validate me.
Approval. Mm.
Yes, instead of doing that for myself, and it definitely showed up in our relationship 100%. And,
Mm.
I
Was she
couldn't just
was
say,
was she a,